welcome to cycle 3, week 18, hand motions. So we're gonna start with timeline. We have Cherokee Trail of Tears. So we're gonna sign Indian, which is an F hand, cheek to forehead. And for tears, we're just gonna wiggle those fingers and bring them down like there's tears trickling. U.S. westward expansion, we're gonna make a W and push it across our body. Marx publishes the Communist Manifesto. We're gonna punch down for communism, and then we're gonna write for his manifesto. The Compromise of 1850 is the same as last week when we did compromise. We're gonna point to our head and then put our two fingers together. We're a meeting of the minds. And the Dred Scott decision, we're gonna put, like our hands are in chains because the US court decided that Dred Scott was still a slave, so we're gonna put our hands in bondage. US restores trade with Japan. So we're gonna do the same sign like we did for American Revolution, where I think it's for America, where we lock our fingers and we circle them. US restores trade with, and our sign for Japan, we're making our little C hands and we're outlining Japan. It's a skinny island, Japan. And then for British Queen Victoria, we're gonna sign England. And we're gonna sign a V for Victoria. And then for rule, we're making our X hands and we're ruling over something, we're controlling something. And then we're pointing for India right here. And then for Darwin publishes his Origin of Species, it's all about what happened in the beginning, his version of it. So we're gonna sign start.
Cherokee Trail of Tears, U.S. westward expansion. Marx publishes the Communist Manifesto. The Compromise of 1850 and the Dred Scott decision. U.S. restores trade with Japan. British Queen Victoria's rule over India. Darwin publishes the Origin of Species.
So for math, the area of a triangle, I believe this completes our song of the areas. No, it doesn't. Okay, let's do area of a circle. So I don't think this completes our song, but we are going to do triangle hand. Let's make a triangle for every triangle equals 1/2. We're gonna cut our hand in half. Base, B hand, times height, H hand. Base times height.
The triangle equals 1/2 base times height.
Then we are going to do history. Tell me about Pearl Harbor. So it's on December 7th, 1941. So we're going to put a 1 for 41. The Japanese, we're going to sign Japan again, make that skinny island, bombed Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. So we could add in so do a 1 for 1941. Japan, and then we know the sign from bomb that we learned last week, bombed Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. We're gonna luau for Hawaii. Causing the United States to join, we're gonna link our two fingers like the same sign for et, which is and in Latin. And join the Allies in World War II. So the same way we did World War I, except for with two fingers. World War II.
December 7th, 1941, the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, causing the United States to join the Allies in World War II.
On December 7th, 1941, the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, causing the United States to join the Allies in World War II.
Bomb works good with the song, so we will sign bombed. I think the kids will like that. Okay, Latin, we're on verse 5 of Latin. So I think at the end when we finish, I'll do the whole thing together so you can see what the whole thing looks like together. So John 1 verse 5 is et lux in tenebris, darkness, lucet, shineth. So we'll do this, the shining. Or if we can't make the circle and do the sunshine, we'll just do shine, like the sun shining. So et lux in tenebris lucet. And that's, and the light shineth in the darkness. And again, if you do it saying it and you just practice the signs, the song is going to be so easy to do it with. Okay, and the signs are not important. As long as you know the words, that's all that matters. Okay, the signs are just there to remind you. So we're moving on with science. This completes our 12 elements on the periodic table. We're going to continue on with fluorine, which is an F. Neon is Ne. Sodium is Na. And magnesium is Mg. Remember, G is like you're pinching a grape and it's on the side. Mg. We're going to do it from the beginning so you can see all of them. Now we're going to go to English, and we talked about this last week. We did the whole thing is the sentence parts. Last week we did subject, this week we're doing predicate. So the subject, we did an S hand, and we signed said, because that's what the sentence is saying something about. So for the predicate part, the predicate is the part of the sentence that says something about the subject. So when we get to the predicate part of the song, we're going to change this finger to a P hand for predicate. And our predicate is saying something about our subject.
Predicate. Subject and predicate. The subject is that part of a sentence about which something is being said. The subject is that part of a sentence about which something is being said. The predicate is that part of a sentence that says something about the subject.
Geography. So we are doing, last week we did the East Rivers, this week we're doing the West Rivers, and we are going to, they're not as easy to map out like on our invisible map like we did last week. So we are going to do signs for these. Colorado River, there's a lot of mountains, so we're going to put mountains everywhere. Colorado River. Red River, we're going to sign red. For the Rio Grande, that means Great River, so we're just going to sign great. For the Columbia River, we're going to sign the same thing we do for Columbia, South Carolina, or Columbus, South Carolina, and we're just going to make a boat, like for Columbus. And for Great Salt Lake, we're going to sign great again, and we're going to sign salt, which is 2 fingers, and then we're just tapping them with our other 2 fingers. Salt. Okay, so ready with your mountains.
Colorado River, Red River, Rio Grande River, Columbia River, Great Salt Lake.
That is it for week 18.